Okay, this is Adults 3, Unit 9C, title Born to Sing. The grammar is present perfect or simple past. Example, he was born in Jamaica. How many Grammys has he won? We are talking about the man in the photograph, Bob Marley. If you like reggae music, you definitely know Bob Marley. Bob Marley is a father. His son is called Ziggy Marley. Here's some information about Bob and Ziggy. Bob Marley, 1945 to 1981, is often called the father of reggae because he did more than anybody to make this kind of music popular all over the world. His eldest son, Ziggy, 1968 to present, has followed in his father's footsteps and is a very respected reggae musician. So, is Bob Marley alive or dead? Dead. He died in 1981. Ziggy is alive, 1968. Now, so that's important to remember, considering information about Bob and Ziggy. Two examples. The first one, number one, he and three of his brothers and sisters formed a band called the Melody Makers, and they played at their father's funeral. This is Ziggy Marley. He had 11 children with several different women. However, he only married one of them, Rita Marley, in 1966. This is Bob Marley. How do we know? Well, here's some grammar. Look at the 5 facts about Bob Marley. For example, number 2. What tense are all of these verbs? The verbs are here and here. The tense is simple past. Past simple, past same. Look at the 5 facts about Ziggy Marley. What 3 tenses are there? Let's check. We have formed a band. They played at the father's funeral. Okay, this is also simple past. Also, take a look here because this is a Ziggy Marley fact. He has been a musician since he was 10 when his father bought him his first guitar. This is not simple past. This is present perfect. What's the difference between present perfect and simple past? Well, simple past is specific, finished time in the past. Everything about Bob Marley is finished because he is not alive now. But Ziggy, some events are simple past, they're finished. Some events are still active and connected to the present. He is a musician now. He was a musician in the past. So it's not simple past. It's not present simple. It's a connection. He has been a musician since he was 10 when his father bought him his first guitar. Bought is simple past. That's a specific time in the past. So in English, this difference is important, the present perfect and the simple past. Again, present perfect, connection between the past and present, simple past, specific finished time in the past. How do we form present perfect? Remember, it's subject plus the verb have. Have is an indication of present perfect. It's not, I have a coffee in this example. But we do need the verb, and the verb is in past participle. That's participle. And that's not present, that's not past, that's past participle, something different. So not see, not saw, but seen. Not do, not did, but done. The irregular verbs are available in the back of this book for you to check. Regular verbs, the past participle and past are the same, ed ending. That is easier to remember. Part A, we circle the correct form. Pause and complete these 8 questions. The example, she's been single since last summer. Connecting the past, last summer, to now, present perfect. Number 1, he left school 2 years ago. 2 years ago is finished. Ago is past simple. When you see ago, it's past simple. 2 weeks ago, past simple. 10 years ago, past simple. 10 minutes ago, past simple. Easy to remember for the exam. Number 2, I lived in Vancouver for 2 years, but then I moved to Toronto. Period of time for 2 years, but that 2 years finished. So that is also past simple. She lives or she's lived in Florida since 2010. It's she's lived because 2010 to now is the connection to the present. That's present perfect. My sister had her baby yesterday. Yesterday is specific and finished in the past, past simple. Number 5, I work in an office. I've worked there for 20 years. Started 20 years in the past, continues to the present. That's present perfect. The city has changed a lot since I was a child. This is started when you were a child and connected to the present, so present perfect. Has, because have changes for he, she, and it. The city is it. It has changed a lot since I was a child. 7, they're divorced now. They were married for 10 years. The marriage is over and finished. Finished is past simple. I met Sandra when I was in college. Am I in college now? No. College finished. So past simple, I met, I was. Okay. Part B, we complete with the present perfect or the simple past. Now we write the correct. So pause and complete part B. Okay, let's check. Number 1, where does Rob live now? In San Diego. How long has he lived there? There is. How long has he lived there? Why? He has, and live is a regular verb. So ed, it's present perfect because how long is the question that connects this example to present. For 3 months, he moved there in September. September is finished. So past simple, move is a regular verb, ed. Number 2, when did Picasso die? This is past simple, the question. In past simple, we use did for questions and didn't for negatives. So when did Picasso die? When did Picasso die? Remember, did and base form for negatives. Did is the past simple. Die is base. In 1977, in Paris, I think. Question, How long did he live in France? Why? This is how long for a period of time that finished. It's not connected to the present. It's connected up to 1977 when he died. That time finished and is in the past. So that is past simple. How long did he live in France? For a long time, he left Spain when he was. We're talking about history. History is finished and in the past. Leave is an irregular verb. Leave. 3. My brother and his wife get along very well. How long have they been married? Why? Present perfect? Because the marriage continues, started in the past, continues to the present. And so how long have they been married? Next, they have been married since 1995, connecting 1995 to the present, still true in the present. But they met in college. The meeting finished. That was in 1995. Have been married since 1995. They met in one occasion in the past. This is met like first impression. So if you translate with conocer, conocer is met, but conocer is also to know someone. So maybe you're thinking they have known each other since 1995. That's present perfect. But the meet is the initial encounter in English. That's one time in the past. Be careful with conocer, the direct translation. Not present perfect, it's past simple. They met in college. Really? What's that in Chicago? The meeting in the past in 1995. Past of be is was, because the subject is it. Was it? Was that in Chicago? Okay, that is present perfect. See you next time.